Very long ago, there was this little known game out there, very little known, called Lord of the Rings Conquest. And it was basically Lord of the Rings in the Star Wars Battlefront engine. How wild is that? I mean really, how intriguing and how interesting.
Hey everybody, Tomshark here, and I'm sure you've noticed something. This isn't where I normally film my videos. I'm out of state visiting family for around 2 months, so this is going to be the backdrop for a lot of my videos from now on. At least until August, around there, give or take. And I'm not changing my schedule for my videos at all. I'm still going to be doing videos every Wednesday, so just keep in mind, it's going to be the same old Tomshark videos, just with a different backdrop. So now that that's out of the way, let's begin. So as I said a minute or two ago, the studio Pandemic, aka the creators of the original and second Star Wars Battlefront games, made a game of the same caliber and style, but within the Lord of the Rings. This game was not very popular. In fact, I hadn't really heard about it until about 1 or 2 years ago. But being the huge Lord of the Rings fan I am, I really enjoyed it once I got my hands on it. And even if you aren't a Lord of the Rings fan, you'll still have fun with it. Here's why. The story of this game is basically, well, what you would think the story of this game is. Lord of the Rings. What else do I have to say? Frodo gets the ring, goes to the top of the thing, throws it in the fire, and goes home. That's basically it. In this game, as per usual in any other Star Wars Battlefront game, you move around and fight in the battles of the story. But you don't play as the main characters, you play as the soldiers. I mean, you can become a hero at a certain point, but only until you die. Otherwise, there are many different soldier classes to choose from. There's a warrior, an archer, a mage, and my favorite class of all, the assassin. Why is he my favorite? Just watch.
Your haste is less than remarkable.
That was the assassin's backstab insta-kill attack. Although I do love the moveset and the invisibility ability of the assassin, the backstab is his best feature. You can even insta-kill some of the game's bosses if you can get behind them. The boss fights are programmed so that they can see you if you are invisible, but that doesn't matter because if you can get behind them, they're screwed. What also makes this game interesting is that the game's enemies have the same classes as you. None of them can see you if you're an assassin, but if you meet an enemy assassin, prepare to rage. Although this game has nothing on harder games like Dark Souls, it's still pretty annoying. Even the warriors can be trouble sometimes. Stun-locking pieces of Besides getting annoyed by some of the enemies, this game is loads of fun to play. I remember playing this game with my younger cousins for hours. And the charm of this game doesn't only lie in the gameplay. Every level in this game takes place somewhere in the movie. Whether it's Minas Tirith or Rivendell, you're there. Every place that you play in is really beautifully designed. For example, Helm's Deep. It's just as dark and damp as the place in the movie was. Another thing that really impressed me about each level was how non-linear most of them were. For example, Helm's Deep, yet again, was highly non-linear. Okay, the wall was kind of linear because, well, it's a wall. There's only 2 ways to go. But once you get off the wall, you have to run through the castle and there are some twists and turns. The level of immersion here is pretty strong, because you actually feel like you're a soldier looking where to go. However, you won't have a very hard time finding the path to where you need to go. And just like the Star Wars Battlefront games before this one, you don't only get to play as the good guys. After you complete all of the missions for the good side and you destroy the ring, you unlock the alternate ending to the Lord of the Rings. In the first mission of the alternate ending, you play as the Wraiths and you kill Frodo before you can throw the ring into the fires of Mount Doom. It's actually really brutal to play. Then you basically go through all of the places in the world of Lord of the Rings, and you kill off the whole cast of the movie. It's the saddest thing, but seeing things from the eyes, or, excuse me, the eye of the bad guys, doesn't change a thing. You still think they're bad. Your perspective shouldn't be changed. At all. I've played through this game twice already, including playing as the dark side both times, and I'm still having fun with it. Even though the amount of replayability isn't great, the fact that I'm still having fun with it today shows a lot about this game. And that was Lord of the Rings Conquest. Although this game isn't very in-depth, it's still a boatload of action-packed fun. It's kind of like playing Monster Hunter, except mission-based, and it takes place in the Lord of the Rings world. And there's magic. Don't forget the magic. But anyone with an Xbox 360 or a PS3 or a Wii, I really recommend you get this game. However, there's also a DS version, but I really recommend you don't get that one, because it's highly different from the console versions, and it's terrible. So, please, just save yourselves. Like, really, just don't get it. You'll thank me later. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next video. And also, I just have to say yet again, I love the Assassin class. See ya. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then liking it really helps. And if you really like the video and you want to see more of my content in the future, then subscribe to see when I release new videos. You can hit the annotations to the left to see my past videos, and you can hit the annotation to the right to see my next video, considering it's out by the time you see this one. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next video. See ya!
Our last hope of victory dies with him!